Welcome to Room 303 Radio.
What's up? What's up? Wagwan, everybody. Welcome back to our third segment of OBI-Ties. For those of you who are new, obi comes from the Japanese word obi, which is the belt used to secure traditional clothing, such as the kimono. For us, the obi symbolizes a knot, a metaphor for connecting cultures, creativity, and people.
Okay. We've previously done various events around Tokyo, such as our party, Obi Sounds, as well as pop-ups and other workshops. Our most recent venture is our talk show, OBI-Ties, which you might have seen before, which invites guests from our community and network to speak about music, art, culture, and other personal stories. So today's show is a very special one to me personally as well. And without further ado, I'd love to welcome our friend, ICYKOF.
Yeah! You already know what it is. Straight from London. No jet lag.
London's in the building. So, for those who don't know, can you please tell us more about yourself?
How much is that fit though?
How much is your outfit?
Come on. Yo, you kind of already know where that's from. I've been on YouTube for like the longest time ever, man. I've done my time, I served time. 10 years doing that, asking people on the streets simple questions, you know, how much is your fit? All the way to the likes of Drake himself. Then we kind of changed it to what people are wearing. So, you know, asked the locals on the streets, what are you wearing today? You know, kept it cool. Then I left, I dipped. If you didn't know, I've been in music way before YouTube, and I finally made time to pursue what I love, which is music and my love for electronic music. I got a special place for Chicago house and Detroit techno. And I found myself just locking in like 3 years ago, pursuing this dream and taking that big pivotal moment in my career where I changed a whole career like that. When I was at a peak of something else, I was like, you know what? My soul wants more. So here we are on this radio show.
On the radio in Tokyo.
Playing my favorite kind of vibes.
Fair, man. That must have been crazy though, like transitioning and moving from different formats in media, but like what has your musical journey been like? Because you said, you know, you started out enjoying music, got into the fashion thing, and now you've kind of moved back into the music. So what have the ups and downs been like? Yeah, just give us a little breakdown of the journey.
It's been a journey, to say the least. It's been difficult, very challenging. There's a lot of I wouldn't say gatekeeping, but the whole like techno space is very protected for all the right reasons, you know, like that is a safe space for a lot of people in this world, and they don't want people coming in to exploit it. And luckily I was able to earn my stripes, serving those 3-4 hour sets in the middle of Germany, nowhere, doing what I can to serve everyone.
Fair, man.
It was hard, it was challenging, and of course a lot of people that followed me from the fashion didn't really like the music. But all of that aside, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I feel right, like what makes me happy.
Do you think there was like a defining point that just like clicked and then you were like, man, I need to move from YouTube to do this music thing? Like,
yeah, like honestly, like I was fortunate to like travel the world and be around like the streetwear culture and be around all the pioneers in that scene with the likes of like Virgil, rest in peace, Heron.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
In fact, my first time listening to techno properly was in Tokyo.
No
when
way.
V and Heron were DJing.
You were saying, yeah.
I don't know the place's name. It was in a car park and there was like 3 rooms in there and it was a vibe. And it blew my mind because I didn't know exactly what this music was, but it had really cool like soul in the music. It was like vocals, like beautiful arts in the craft, how like Virgil was mixing and blending, and I was locked in. I was like, yo, I love this. So I flew back to London, bought myself that tiny ass mixer, and I started getting to work.
Fair, man.
You know?
Fair. So growing up, were you around that kind of electronic music scene, or like?
Nah, like growing up in London, of course you have the radio hits.
Yeah.
You know, like come on, like the 2000s when I was like, because I was born in 96.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
I would say like late 2000s is when I really got into like dubstep and like burial and all that stuff, you know. I was like, yo, this is sick. And then the Tumblr era came, and like of course we had like the Weeknd and all this hip hop jazz, you know, killing the game. But I kind of found my niche on Tumblr, you know.
Okay.
And I just lived in it, you know. That was my world. That kind of like moody atmospheric techno was always my like safe space at that time.
I got you. You think there's any other like kind of nostalgic things from your childhood that has shaped like where you are today now?
Oh, damn. I mean, I grew up listening to dancehall and all of that jazz. So
yeah,
I guess that kind of like pure like confidence and the sexy groove.
Yeah.
You know, the whole sense of like togetherness, you know.
Yeah.
For the music and the sound system. That's what really brought me into where I am today, you know.
I see. So the roots, man.
The roots, man. They don't lie.
Yeah, man. The roots don't lie. But yeah, I mean, like, it's really interesting seeing how those kind of things from your childhood translate to where you are now. And like, yeah, I don't know. Were you always passionate about like music and fashion when you were younger as well, or did you? Like for me personally, when I was younger, I wanted to be a taekwondo master. Like I was telling my parents, man, I wanna, cause I used to do karate as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, things change so much as you grow up. But like, what were you really passionate about? Or like, did you already have an idea of what you wanted to do when you were a kid? And I'm talking about like a youth, like small boy, man.
It's so funny you say taekwondo, because I always say like since the day we met, like last week.
Yeah.
Bro, like I wanted to be a Wing Chun master.
Yeah, you were saying.
I spent like over 10 years practicing Wing Chun. Like that was my life, because I grew up watching Ip Man and Bruce Lee and all these films, and I wanted to be them, you know. So I wanted to be one of those masters, you know. Yeah, so I guess like I never really like knew I would be here where I am today.
Yeah.
It's like when you ask a kid when they're 5 years old what you want to be. I want to be an astronaut. Or
Yeah.
I want to be a fireman.
Yeah.
I knew that I was always going to stay authentic and true to myself.
True,
you know?
true.
And it just felt so natural and right to pivot into where I am today, you know?
But that's also an interesting topic now, because I mean, we were talking about this a bit yesterday, but in terms of authenticity and sticking to what you truly love, especially in a day now where an algorithm is pushing this monoculture, like what kind of practices do you lean on in times of like sticking to the truth, sticking to your truth and like what you're really passionate about?
Ooh. You know what? I think it's a lot to do with like the freedom I have now that I've managed to gain from working hard and putting those hours making content. It allowed me to become like a leader in my field, like a master at that field, which has now brought me time to have free time.
True.
And in that free time, it's allowed me to like become really analog in a way. Like I love riding motorbikes, you know, because that's the one time where you can't daydream. Like you could die any second riding a bike. It's so dangerous. And that kind of risk factor keeps me alive. And the idea of not being comfortable and like you just have to be 100% alert. There's no phone. There's no time to wander. You're just in that moment. And I kind of find these activities that pushes me to be in those moments, because it just allows me to be away from my phone or away from overthinking stuff. You know?
Yeah, fair enough.
So I find my peace in doing analog things.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I really do, man. So it must have been like a wild ride then, especially like because you were grinding in your youth, man.
Yeah.
You know, like and obviously the algorithm and stuff wasn't as hectic back then as it is now, but
it was so easy back
dude,
then, man.
Yeah, I feel like the game has changed so much since back then, like 2019, 2018 to what it is now. So I mean, yeah, if there's anyone struggling, like, do you have a piece of advice for them?
Oh man, I feel like back in the time when I started my career, like that's this like pre-lockdown, like the algorithm was like chronological.
Yeah.
Like if you went on Instagram, it was who posted the latest. You know, that there was no like game of like being pushed like, oh, are you playing the algorithm games to be on someone's feed? It was just like, okay, like you like this guy, cool, you follow him, he's gonna be chronologically top of your feed if he posts.
Yeah.
And it was kind of easy to like push what you're doing, which was just culture.
I see.
Streetwear culture, you know, like what are we doing? We're just hanging around, messing around.
Yeah.
Being goofballs, you know, like, and that was the art, you know.
Yeah.
Just wearing Supreme and stuff, just chilling.
Fair, man.
But like, I don't know, for advice now, because the landscape changed so much since then. I think it's now like, it's 100% a business, and it's not.
Yeah, you have
it's
to
not-
market yourself, hey?
Yeah, you have to lock in and treat it like a business plan.
Yeah.
And like, you have to schedule things in. And
Yeah.
you have to think like in terms of virality to push your sound or push your art. You can't just be chilling and like posting willy-nilly like back in the day, because it doesn't work. So you need to lock in. You need to do the time and the research and figure out what you want to do, and then treat it like a business from day one.
Do your research, man. Do your research. Okay, so we're kind of moving in to this first, we'll call it like a little song selection segment.
Ooh.
And I'll present you with two options, and you can pick from one of the questions, whichever song resonates the most with it. So the first question is, what is one song that you heard growing up that will always have a special place in your heart? And the second question is, what is the first track that ignited your interest in producing and DJing?
That's a good one. Like, I have one for both, but if I had to pick one, I have this one song. I can play it, right?
Play it out, man.
Perfect. This song, so like, what really, really got me into producing, and it created my first ever EP called Zero Sugar, is by Robert Hood, okay, Minimal Nation, and this one's called the SH 101.
Let's run it. Banger.
Bam. God damn.
Banger. You were just saying something right now.
Yeah.
What's the history behind the song?
Like, there's this really cool interview. I can't remember who it was with. I think it's like either Red Bull Academy or something. And like the whole story behind like Minimal Nation, it was like this whole genre didn't exist.
Yeah.
And him and Jeff were chopping it up, Robert Hood and that. And they were kind of like thinking, what do we name this? Now, before this, there was this idea of minimal techno, and it came from like Steve Leitch. And basically, he did this whole album with tape cassettes played at the same time. There's probably like 8 of them played at the same time.
Mad.
But the video is probably like hours long.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
eventually
yeah.
each tape kind of becomes unsynced.
I see.
And they start, moving away from each other.
Yeah,
that create this like
yeah.
weird different vibe.
Uh.
And they basically, Robert Hood, just, genius, just was like, okay, that's kind of cool. What that was that moment.
Yeah.
Okay, let me make something in this kind of vibe.
Mm.
And this whole album's the birth of minimal techno back in those days.
Crazy. You have to be a genius to kind of like recognize those kind of patterns and see like this is some cool shit going on here, man.
Man, there's a reference for everything.
There's a reference for everything. True. Talking about references, this is actually a good segment, but like, what are your inspirations or like for your music and other artistic expression? Who did you reference, or what did you draw inspiration from?
Oh man, like all of mine comes from like the early Detroit, early Chicago. So we got like Dave Clark, we got Green Velvet, Kashmir, like bro, the Chicago house goat. We got like Robert Hood, Jeff Mills, Joan Atkins. There's all these guys, man. I don't know how far back you want to go. It's like Finger Inc. and all these guys.
Okay, so the Detroit scene is really important.
100%, because like I don't know, the music kind of like I got into this whole music late.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with it. So when I discovered it in a time of my life where I wanted that raw, authentic feel. I was feeling more vulnerable in life because I was pursuing something more than this world I've been living,
Yeah.
I wanted to be in touch with something heavy.
Yeah.
And I kind of discovered this kind of genre because it felt raw, it felt authentic. It felt like it had soul in it,
Yeah.
And when you hear vocals over it, it carries so much weight in the track. And I was just like, okay.
Fair, man.
I see it.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Dude, this is also an interesting thing is like, when pursuing new things, there's always this kind of vulnerability that's there. And I think also, especially with you being in the limelight on the internet for such a long time, there's also so many like pitfalls that can happen. And the whole kind of concept behind Obi is like connecting with people and connecting between different genres of art and music and everything. But when you're always around so many different types of people and like in these moments of vulnerability, how have you found it's been like connecting with people or like making friends? Has it been difficult? And like especially in the industry, like we were talking a bit about how grimy it can be sometimes, like
it's so interesting because like when I saw it firsthand, I experienced it, and a lot of people will experience this in their life where like, for example, you work a job and then you leave that job and you go to a different job or a competitor. You kind of find yourself like no longer chatting to these guys, or these guys no longer want to chat to you in your previous workplace, but you guys have been chatting and been friends for like 3-4 years. What happened there? Was it just convenience at the time, not a friendship, or like what's that? And you kind of feel like you're to blame, for not keeping the friendship. But you're not the one pushing it away. It was them. And that's what I kind of felt with like leaving YouTube and leaving like the fashion week world of like, outfits and all that, posting up, and when I left that to pursue music, I did definitely lose a lot of friends that I thought were friends, like they no longer saw like, damn, like we got to do content with this guy,
it's that transactionality, bro.
We need that transaction, because it's going to make me look good and stuff. No longer people were hitting me up because I didn't know value to their life anymore. And then in this new state, I kind of struggled making friends because I was just vulnerable, I was just like exposed to too many harsh realities, of what the industry is like. you
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
and in this new span of life, I've met so many people, and it's been incredible because,
Yeah.
again, your friends are a reflection of you, and I feel
100%.
like I've started making friends with people that I want to be friends with. You know,
Yeah.
that it's more authentic, and people that I will see when I have kids' birthdays. You know, like
Yeah.
they'll be invited to those parties
Yeah.
because I've met them in a time in my life where I'm more grounded and more myself.
For sure.
And I found myself
Yeah.
to now meet people.
For sure,
Yeah.
100%. I think we were also talking about this the other day about how like you're in this stage of your life now, like you're married and like, you know, you've grown up. There's a lot of change in like how you can relate now to a lot of these other, for example, designers who also like have families, and now you have to worry about so many other things. It's not just like plain and simple. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Definitely, yeah, definitely big changes. But just kind of navigating through that, like how have you found is like a way to kind of sift through the type of people that you meet, and like how do you go about making new friends if that's like, you know, you're always meeting new people, and how do you discern between, okay, this guy's trying to be transactional, he's trying to get something out, or like, man, he's a chill guy, you know?
The saying is like behind every successful man there's a woman there, you
Fair.
know, or basically a partner, whoever's behind.
Shout
it.
out
But
to the wifey.
In my case, it's a wifey, so a woman, you know, and she's the one with the sniper kind of like eagle eyesight. You know? Like,
Yeah.
She sees through things, and people like know tomorrow. Like she has a very clear vision.
Yeah.
So that really helps, you know, like just even if you have family, you have another brother or something, like it's the person that's closest to you and that wants the best for you, they're gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You know, no yes man or whatever, like someone that's real.
Yeah.
They always have your back, and that's really helped me like connect with people that are real. Because like I have really great friends still
Yeah.
from the music world, like Gatso and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Shout out Guy, man.
he connected me with
Legendary,
you and
yeah.
a few others in Japan, and I can trust that, you know,
Yeah.
because we are friends in my new line of,
Yeah.
you know.
Fair, man. Fair. Yeah. It was crazy. I feel like we were talking about it yesterday, how Gyatso is like
Assembled us.
he's like the Nick Fury of the Avengers in
For
Tokyo,
real.
man. Like crazy.
Put the gang together.
Put the gang together on the map. Okay, so we're gonna move into our second kind of song selection segment.
Oh yeah.
And the two questions I have now is, what is a song that you're keeping on your USB now which feels like a secret weapon? Or, in contrast, if you are on the dance floor, what is one song that always gets you hyped up and dancing?
Oh damn. Oh, they're both good questions.
I
I want
know.
to answer both.
You know, honestly, you could play.
mean-
You could choose the first track and then the second track.
I mean, of course, I gotta do the secret weapon.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Shout out to DJ Sneak. Oh my god, I've learned so much from this guy. He has so many vinyl that are like secret gems you can't even stream. Like, if you got a DJ Sneak record, hit me.
Banger. What a banger.
Unreal.
All right. I really want to, I'm very curious about the next song. So I think we can go into this one because like,
Okay.
I'm always interested in seeing like as a DJ or producer, when you're in the position of someone in the crowd, what's the song that, you know, you'd love? So
Okay.
heading into this question,
Well,
if
this
you're
one,
on the dance floor, what is one song that you always get hyped up?
Yeah, this one's hard because there's a lot. Now, I have to play a Green Velvet track because, come on, man. Have you heard Percolator? You know, like, he has made some crazy tracks. But
Yeah.
this one is like, this one's sexy.
Let's hear it.
She's very hot, oh so sexy. All the things she does for me makes me laugh and wanna sing. My chérie, my chérie. She's everything I want, everything I need, everything I ever thought was possible to see. Ma chérie.
You know how techno tracks play, bro.
Boy. Okay. Yo, we've listened to a lot of music, man. Some good tracks, really good tracks in there. But outside of music, and maybe also outside of fashion, what kind of things are you a nerd about? Are there any things that like you geek over outside of the realm of fashion, outside of what people know? Like, what's something you geek out about or nerd out about?
Damn, bro, like, okay, I'm obsessed with like the history of things.
Oh yeah,
You know, like history of London and where it all began.
No way.
You know? I'm obsessed with cycling.
Yeah.
Like I be doing the most. Oh my god. One time I cycled to Oxford and back. So Oxford to London and back is like 200 kilometers ish.
No way.
In one go.
What?
Am I okay? No.
Mad.
But I did it anyway.
Yeah.
Like I love cycling so much. Like I'm locked in with like the whole cycling scene. I got my own fixed gear bike. Like I built it for the first time from scratch. So I bought all the little things, put it together. Yeah, I think I'm just a nerd about being a mechanic, really. I love fixing
You need to get your own like garage,
bro,
man.
You don't understand. If
Like-
I could, I would have my own garage and like a little mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
But hey,
Fix the bikes, fix the motorbikes. But we've been going around
God.
Tokyo like for the last week, and bro's taking pictures at every little like motorbike going across, man. Like even the delivery bikes, man. Like
it's so cool though.
it
Like,
is really cool.
how are they dressing like so effortlessly here in
Yeah.
Japan on the bike?
On the bikes?
Like what?
It's mad.
Like I'm so inspired.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go back to London and like try.
There's
and
so much
just-
inspiration around, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
This city is amazing. Honestly,
You can walk around and new ideas will just come through just from walking around and looking around. It's crazy.
Bro, I keep telling these guys, I keep telling you guys, every time we have no plans, we can just walk around.
Fair, man.
You know,
honestly, I get it.
I'm down.
I get it, bro. I get it. And yeah, I mean, like, well, what's kind of going back to the music? Sorry, but what have there been any musical discoveries recently? Like you were showing me some new equipment that you got recently, and you're pretty excited to play around on that. But
Yeah.
has there been any kind of discoveries or recommendations that's been going through your mind recently, or that people have recommended to you?
Yeah, I mean, like, I was recommended. I was recommended the TR1000, so I purchased that.
Yeah.
And it was the best decision in my life. I just bought, like 2 days ago, the OPXY from Teenage Engineering.
Mad.
And it is the most. Okay, I was so skeptical for the longest time. I
Yeah.
was like, this must be a toy. Okay, I'm not gonna make a song with it. I'm probably gonna get bored of it after a week. Nah, bro, I'm hooked. I'm dialed in. I've made like 9 tracks.
Yeah.
Collabed with the homie Vantage on a track in the park.
Yeah, I saw yesterday.
Yeah,
Did
like-
you guys manage to?
Yeah, we made a track because he has the
Crazy.
OP1 field, I have the
Yeah.
OPXY, and we're just in Yoyogi Park. The sun's out, little
Mad.
picnic.
What a day,
2
man.
boys
What a
making
day.
music. What? That's the
Crazy.
epitome of life right there. You know?
100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's about it really. And I just bought these crazy headphones for mixing and producing, which are the Audi's LCD-X. They're very, very expensive,
Yeah,
but they
I
are the
can
best
imagine.
headphones I've ever worn, and ever since I've wanted them. So I finally purchased them, and when I fly back to London, I can finally like give them a go.
Hell yeah.
But you don't get ear fatigue at all
Yeah.
from like anything.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
like, oh bro, it's actually so sick. Like, please guys, check it out if you're into making music. LCD-X. Yeah, LCD-X by Audi's.
This is not free promo, right? This is just
Oh,
a genuine recommendation.
this is me. Yo, if you want to sponsor me though, I'm
Yeah,
down,
if you want to
Hey,
sponsor, hey, hit him up.
Teenage Engineering, hey.
Yeah, hey man, it's crazy. But the trip is coming to an end soon. Here,
Yeah, I'm so upset.
this Friday, Thursday.
Well, it's not coming to an end.
It's not. It's
just a
a
short
break.
break.
It's a short break, intermission.
Exactly.
Fair, but I mean, looking forward, like, what for everyone out there listening who might have been inspired by you or your videos and the kind of music that you're making now as well. What is one of the best pieces of advice that you've ever received that you think would be a good thing to give out?
Damn, I mean, the most basic one is family comes first. But in terms of like career building and stuff, I guess the main important thing I've ever heard is from Daniel Arsham, actually.
Oh, no worries.
Which is all about just creating your world and like really like living in that world you want to create.
Yeah.
And naturally it will just work.
Yeah.
You know, people want to be a part of that world. It's like the gravity you have, that pull you have on people. They want to be sucked into a world. You know? They want to believe in something. And yeah, if you can create your world in whatever career or arts you want to pursue, it's going to work out. You know,
100%. Staying authentic and building your world.
Exactly.
And now, what is one piece of advice that you always give out but struggle to follow? Oh, or that you're working on trying to follow.
I have this thing where like I probably call it like work ADHD. So like my mind goes at 1,000 miles per hour and I really need to slow it down, but I can't. So like I can't even get words out properly or something because it's all in my head and I'm so excited to share it, but I just can't get it out.
I get you.
So I'm trying to teach myself to just slow down with everything I'm doing. Slow down.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for me
It's
to slow
difficult
down.
though when life is so fast paced and everything, like remembering to take time to just have a moment to think and breathe and be grounded, you know?
Yeah, like it's so hard, like especially when like you're like a young kid that wants to make clothes and stuff. You have all these ideas, you want to do everything, but bro, honestly, slow down
For sure.
and breathe.
You've got time.
You
You've
have
got time. Everyone always forgets. I also always forget, like, you have time. Especially, I feel like in a city like Tokyo, where things are so fast paced.
Yeah.
There's things going on every single day. People are doing crazy shit every single day. It's so easy to get roped up into the, fuck, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. But like, you've got time. You need to slow it down. Just take it easy. Focus on your craft, that kind of thing, you know?
Exactly. And
Fair, man. Fair. Okay. For our last question before we get into the song selection, do you have any interesting upcoming plans or goals? I know he just released something very special recently.
oh yeah, I just released my EP
Hell
while I'm
yeah.
in Japan.
While he's
my
in Japan.
Next underground techno release with Records RSPX, like one of the goated OG record labels in my world, in techno.
Hell yeah,
you know?
hell yeah.
And they released my project, and I'm so happy it's finally out because I made this in October, and I've been sitting on it for the longest time ever. And boy, it's really about a part in my life where like I was really like in my head,
Yeah.
to the point where like I was like making music in cafe shops with my Apple AirPods and my laptop, and I made these 3 tracks in like 2 cafe spots. Did the vocals in the toilets, or I'd run home, 1 take, and that's it. The songs were done.
Crazy.
So yeah, it's a real authentic part of my life, and there's a lot of like production skills I've applied to really like replicate like being in your head, you know? Like, yeah. Bro, we're in Japan, just
We're in
celebrating,
Japan,
bro.
man.
It's been an every night kind of vibe, and it's been great.
Nah, that's good though. That's good. You're always welcome back, man. Okay, moving into our final song selection segment. I have 3 questions now, and you can pick one of them. So, what is one song you'd play if nobody was watching? Something purely for self-indulgence. That's the first question. The second question, if there was one track that you wish you could delete from the internet, so only you had it, what is that track? And the final question, what is one song outside of your own discography that you can't get over how crazy it was produced or made?
These are some good questions, bro. I mean, I'm only gonna go on based on like recent releases.
Yeah.
Tiger just released a new album after like, I think it's probably like 10 years or maybe 8 years since his last release. So this is like a big project. So I'm a big Tiger fan. He inspired my first album, and he inspires me a lot.
Yeah.
How I made Payday and all these tracks, like how I delivered my verses on it, bro, inspired by like Bugatti by him and all these other tracks. So I only feel it's right to pay homage to his latest album, and this one's a popular one because it's featuring the one and only
Fuckers.
So we're gonna play this one. and run it. It's called Silk Scarf.
Let's run it.
Let's go.
Silk scarf when you walk down the street. You wear a silk scarf when you walk down the street. You wear a silk scarf when you walk down the street. You wear a silk scarf when you walk. I got a new hobby. I put silk on my body.
Call me.
Silk on my body.
Call me.
Bro, how did he produce that? You know what I
Crazy.
mean? So much space, the cowbells, like, sounds great.
That was Silk Scarf.
Yeah.
Silk Scarf.
Silk Scarf.
Crazy, man. Okay, so we've come to the conclusion of this interview, and yeah, man, it was a good chat. I'm glad we were able to have this talk. And is there any kind of final remarks you want to make before we head into an hour set of ICYKOF?
Damn, bro, I'm just enjoying Tokyo. My new music's out, so I feel great.
Fair. Go stream right now.
Oh, yeah. Go stream it. Oh my god, what's it called again? Space
Talk
Talk EP. Yeah,
Space
let's run
Talk
it.
EP.
Oh my god.
Fair, man. Okay, we're gonna set up and then enjoy the next hour. Peace out. This has been Lamine from OB. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Let's go.
tough. It's a smoke-free zone. Yeah, I'm nice with it. I don't watch clones. I put style in it. When the beat's too tough. When the beat's too tough. When the beat's too tough. The beat's too tough. When the beat's too tough. In my head, where the birds be, where the words be, what I learnt my G. When the beat's too tough. When the beat's too tough. In my head, where the birds be, where the words be, what I learnt my G. When the beat's too tough. When the beat's too tough. When the beat's too tough. Beat's too tough, too tough, too tough. Beat's too tough, beat's too tough, beat's too tough. When the beat's too
party until the end. Looking for the after party to begin. I'm going down to La La Land. I hope to see you soon in La La Land. Something about those little pills, unreal, the thrills they yield until they kill a million brain cells. Something about those little pills, unreal, the thrills they yield until they kill a million brain cells. Now I need to go. Who's gonna give me a ride to the after show? I hope that I have enough change so I can make my brain rearrange. I'm going down to La La Land. I hope to see you soon in La La Land. Something about those little pills, unreal, the thrills they yield until they kill a million brain cells. Something about those little pills, unreal, the thrills they yield until they kill a million brain cells. Oh, what have I done? What happened to the morning? I passed the time
we get down.
Going out. Going out. Going out. Going out there. Going out. Going out there. Can fuck with me.
Dance, get up, get with it.
Going out there. Can fuck with me. Going out there. Can fuck with me. Going out there. Can fuck with me. Going out. Going out. Going out there. Can fuck with me.
parties. She's in parties. She's in parties. She's in parties.
always been my baby for a long time. For a long time. I feel the energy. They say it's crazy, but you'll always be my baby, 'cause you've always been my baby for a long time. For a long time. I feel the energy. I rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of the night. This
You are beautiful.
la boo. I wanna dance. She wanna. I wanna die. She wanna. I wanna chance. She said, who are you? Me, Igbo. She said, Kedu. 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 You said me and you. And you. And you. And you. Kedu. 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 You said me and you. And you. And you. And so high, what can I do? I wanna die, I wanna move. She front the phone, she small like boo. I wanna dance, she wanna. I wanna die, she wanna. I wanna chat. She said, who are you? Yeah, boy. She said, yeah. So high, what can I do? I wanna die, I wanna move. She front the phone, she small like boo. I wanna dance, she wanna. I wanna die, she wanna. I wanna chat. She said, who are you? Yeah, boy. She said, Kedu. 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 You stay me and you, yeah, and you, yeah, and you, yeah, and you, Kedu, Kedu, yeah, Kedu, Kedu, you stay me and you,